Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here for NTMarkets.com with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, we're looking at a 5-minute chart of the E-mini. First of all, I want to thank everybody that joined us last night for the webinar. For those of you that couldn't make it, I posted a recording um, on the Twitter feed, and it's also posted on the website at PrincetonTrader.com. So check it out. One of the things that we talked about last night is where there were some potential short and resistance areas for trades. The first area that we talked about was down here at the red line at the 50-day exponential moving average. And what we saw in the overnight was this 50-day exponential moving average maintain itself as support. Had a couple nice tests in the overnight and early in the morning, and then it finally broke out and went up and hit within a tick the handle that we were looking at as key resistance on the upside, which was 20.99 half. So, for those of you at the webinar, you had a couple of nice levels to lean on as far as when to get in, and potentially if you were done, when to get out, or even when to flip it into a short if you wanted to do that. I can only say what I've done, which was to I didn't get long because I was away from my desk, but I was able to get in, get a sell area out for our folks up in that 99 area that we talked about. And so, we're starting our day with a decent little trade here as we push back into the daily pivot at 2090 467. Now, as I mentioned last night, key areas you still got to deal with the weekly pivot and the monthly pivot below. And 80 to 81, 80 to 82 is that layer of support where if the bears can't get through it, the longer we stay above it and the longer we stay above daily pivot and monthly pivot, the much more likely it is that we are ultimately going to go higher in this market. So with every hour that we spend above these key areas, especially if it survives the jobs report tomorrow morning, the bears will find themselves at a significant disadvantage. As far as resistance on the upside, 99 half, as we discussed, that's already held up once today. 2103 half is critical. Then you get into the 2109 area that was the Friday high. On a move over that, then you've got a little bit of clear sailing up to test some of these some of the older highs from mid July. Let's take a look at the daily. Here's your daily chart, and you can see what the bears would like to do here is to create a lower high here, here, here. In order to do that, though, they're going to have to take out 56 half and ultimately take out the July 6 low at 34 quarter. And as I said last night, and I've been saying all week, that's a lot to ask of the bears based upon the way that they're acting. Every economic data point has been at least, kind of a buy based upon people trying to game whether or not the Fed is going to raise rates next month. That's what August is going to be all about. Trying to game whether Chair Yellen is going to raise, not raise. That's what it's going to be all about. And every little jiggle in the market, since the Fed has said that things are data dependent, quote unquote, these economic reports in the morning are going to be critical, and you've got to have them on your radar at all times, or you're going to get caught on the wrong side of something. I wouldn't be putting big stuff on at 8:28, 8:29 in the morning when you've got factory orders coming out, or income and outlays. I mean, a couple years ago it didn't matter because we were on a time frame. So the economic data points, they weren't irrelevant, but they were pretty darn close. We're in a completely different environment now, in my opinion. Okay, so that's all I got. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website, PrincetonTrader.com. Come check out the chat room. If you watch the recording and you like what you see, if you like what you heard last night on the webinar, and you want to see what we're all about, come take a free 2-week trial. We would love to meet you. There are a lot of new people starting this morning. Come join them. If you do this stuff all the time, don't do it by yourself. Come do it with in an environment that's going to keep you out of trouble and teach you how to do this stuff. That's what we try to do every day in the room. So I will be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade 'em well, everybody.